Biggest escalation by Pakistan. Pakistan fires missiles targeting Jammu. Pakistan's escalation attempt thwarted by India. Indian air defense system shoots down 8 Pakistan missiles. So Pakistan missiles intercepted in Jammu. So these are visuals on your screens, viewers. Pakistan fires missiles targeting Jammu civil airport and the civilians. Samba as Pura and surrounding areas. So 8 Pakistani missiles destroyed by S-400 air defense system. Pakistan targeted Jammu airport. So sirens blackout in Jammu right now. Explosions can be heard in Kupwara district in Jammu. So 8 Pakistani missiles destroyed by S-400 system. So Pakistan has targeted Jammu with loitering munitions. Indian air defense guns are firing back. So biggest escalation by Pakistan, viewers. As you can see on your screens, these are the visuals coming in from Jammu. So biggest escalation by Pakistan. Pakistan has targeted Jammu with loitering munitions. Indian air defense guns are firing back at this point in time. So India air defense system shoots down 8 Pakistani missiles. Pakistani missiles intercepted in Jammu. So Pakistan fires missiles targeting Jammu civil airport. All right, now I'm being joined over phone line with our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain. So Wasbir, Pakistan has targeted Jammu with loitering munitions. Indian air defense guns are firing back right now. Wasbir.
Yes, you see, Pakistan has decided to escalate the present tension. Pakistan has decided to escalate it big time. Now, Pakistan was in a desperate situation after facing 2 major Indian strikes. One was yesterday before the crack of dawn when 9 terror bases were completely flattened by the Indian drones and missiles. And after that, they tried to attack, last night they tried to attack 15 Indian cities, but their missiles were intercepted by India's S-400 air defense system and Sudarshan Chakra air defense systems S-400, and they could not do any harm in these 15 Indian cities and military targets that they had targeted last night. And this morning, when India struck back and breached the Pakistani air defense system and completely neutralized some of their major air defense systems, including a major base in Lahore. And they also targeted the heart of Pakistan by attacking cities like Karachi and Rawalpindi. This was India's strike in self-defense, because last night they tried to attack 15 Indian cities. That is what they tried to do. And now Pakistan is in a desperate situation. They have been firing missiles and rockets at Jammu. They have targeted the civilian population in Jammu. They have targeted the Jammu airport. But let me tell you that the Indian air defense systems, again, the S-400, which are Russian made S-400 anti-missile systems, they have been able to intercept a lot of incoming missiles and projectiles from Pakistan, and they have been neutralized mid-air before they could hit the ground. But on the same time, Pakistan, as I said, Pakistan has decided to escalate the situation. They have been targeting civilians in Jammu. They have also intensified the artillery fire along the line of control, and particularly they have extended the range of firing to places like Samba and Kupwara. So the Pakistan definitely showing signs of absolute desperation, and they are engaging in artillery fire apart from targeting civilian populations in Jammu. And let me tell you, Jammu has been on the radar of the Pakistanis, both the Pakistani terrorists as well as the Pakistani state, for a long time, because Jammu is one of the places where they have been infiltrating terrorists, and from where they have been trying to infiltrate terrorists into other states as well. Therefore, Jammu has been on the radar of the Pakistani state as well as the Pakistani terror outfit for a long time. So I'm not really much surprised that they have decided to target Jammu. They have decided to target the Jammu airport. They have attacking Jammu. They have tried to attack civilian population in Jammu. And the Pakistanis are also trying to attack an Indian army division in the area, but their attempts have not succeeded because the Indian S-400 air defense systems have been able to neutralize several incoming missiles and projectiles and rockets and projectiles from Pakistan side. Now, what we have been also getting that Indian air defense systems, which are of Russian and Israeli origin, apart from indigenous technologies being used, largely it is technologies from Israel and Russia, apart from high component of indigenous inputs in those entirely air defense architecture, layered air defense architecture that India has. I think this is far superior to the Pakistani air defense system, which is basically Chinese provided air defense system. But now what we are seeing is total blackout like situation in places like Jammu, in parts of Rajasthan, and so on and so forth. So Pakistan clearly escalating the situation, and of course India will definitely respond in a proportionate manner, because India cannot keep quiet and watch as Pakistan tries to do the Pakistan. In fact, actually, Pakistan fails a third time. In fact, Pakistan drones moving towards Talwara in Punjab. That is what was brought down. We are getting reports that Pakistani drones coming towards Punjab has also been brought down, and national highway in Samba has also been targeted. That's what we are getting to know. But Indian defense systems have been able to bring down at least one or two Pakistani drones in Punjab, and they have also attempts to target the Jammu airport. Precautionary blackout in the whole of Jammu now. Pakistan's attempt to touch down at Pathankot Air Base, but also absolutely they have failed in their attempt. So that army base has also tried to target an army base in Sunzwan. That has also not succeeded much. And Pak's drones moving towards Talwara, as I said, in Punjab have been brought down. So Pakistan really not succeeding much, because the Indian authorities have already evacuated people to a great extent from the line of control, and at least 27 airports have been shut, airspace have been shut, and there cannot be much of a civilian casualty in any of the airports on the Indian side right now, because 27 airports have already been shut by India today, following Pakistan's attempt at escalating the situation. Now, good sense has not prevailed on Pakistan. They have decided to escalate, and therefore they will be definitely getting an Indian response.
Right, and Wasbir, also India reiterated that any attack on civilians in India will invite a suitable response. But the Pakistanis are in a mood to escalate the war, Wasbir. Now, reports are also coming in that Pakistan F-16 that took off from Sargodha struck down.
Yes, we are getting reports that a Pakistani F-16 fighter plane has been shot down by India, but that has been we're also getting. But we're also getting reports that there have been multiple blasts reported in or over Jammu. Multiple blasts reported over Jammu, and we should also make out we have these visuals, bright flashes on the night sky. These are Indian anti-missile systems actually intercepting and blasting off those incoming Pakistani missiles and projectiles mid-air before they touch down on the ground. And therefore, most of the sparks that you see under the night sky are those that were coming from Pakistan, intercepted by India, and therefore a bright flash before they could hit the ground. But yes, there has been precautionary blackouts in Jammu, sirens blaring. This is the situation in Jammu. Sirens blaring and blackouts in Jammu and other parts of the country, including Rajasthan. That's what we are getting. And Indian Air Force have scrambled fighter jets in Jammu. Indian Air Force fighter jets have already been scrambled, and there is heavy artillery firing. That's what we are getting reports, multiple reports having heavy artillery firing over places like Samba and Kupwara and so on. Pakistan's drones intercepted at Pathankot Air Force Station. That's what also we are getting down. Pak drones and missiles have largely been brought down. This is what basically is happening at this point. Multiple attacks on Jammu airstrip, which is actually empty at this point in time. Heavy artillery firing in Samba. Indian anti-missile systems have been able to intercept and bring down several of the Pakistani missiles and Pakistani drones. That is the situation. Pakistan clearly escalating the situation, and they were the first escalators, because on April 22nd, it was Pakistan who escalated the situation by killing 26 unarmed civilians. And what India has been doing ever since has only been a response to the original escalation done by Pakistan on the 22nd of April.
Right, Wasbir, we also have with us our chief news editor, Nabarun Goswami from the newsroom.
Yes, Nabarun, clearly Pakistan has decided to escalate the situation because a lot of people thought that Pakistan will not escalate, good sense will prevail. They don't have the wherewithal actually to continue with a prolonged fight, but Pakistanis have decided to escalate, and India has been making it extremely clear, whether it is the defense minister, whether it is the external affairs minister, whether it is the national security advisor, they have been clearly said that India has been clearly saying that we don't want to escalate, but if Pakistani decides to escalate, we'll give them an appropriate response. What do you think right now?
Absolutely, Wasbir. Pakistan is leaving India with no options. India has time and again made it clear that whatever actions it has taken is an act of self-defense, is in retaliation. The original escalation was done by Pakistan in Pahalgam on April 22nd. And despite these statements, despite a clear message by Indian Foreign Affairs Minister Jai Shankar, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, and of course we heard from the Foreign Secretary today, despite this, Pakistan again at it, again a mischievous act here. Pakistan tried to target 15 cities last night, and today it's even more Indian Air Force had to scramble the jets, and we can see the situation in Jammu. In Jammu division, there's a complete blackout. The latest that is coming in, Wasbir, is that drone has struck the Jammu airport. Unconfirmed reports, yes, but drone has struck Jammu airport. Mind you, 27 airports across northern and western India have been shut. Operations have been stopped because of the escalating situation. Of course, Jammu airport is one of them. It is not functioning, it is not operational, but reports are coming in that a drone has hit the Jammu airport, and of course India has the air defense system is shot down Pakistani missiles and drones. Situation is tense, it is escalated, and this is unwarranted, totally unwarranted for Pakistan, but India has no option once again, Wasbir, but to retaliate. So how do you think things will shape up now, Wasbir?
Well, yes, before I answer your question, Nabarun, 2 Pakistani drones have been shot down near the Jammu University. That is the big story at this point. 2 Pakistani drones have been shot down near the Jammu University, and these are not military installations, mind it, where the drones were planning to attack. And these are clearly civilian areas, civilian infrastructure, civilian locations that Pakistan has targeted. Now, Indian air defense systems have been activated all across the Pakistan border. The Indian Air Force has scrambled the jets over Jammu, and 2 Pakistani drones shot down 8 Pakistani missiles. At least 8 to 10 Pakistani missiles have been shot down, intercepted and neutralized mid-air. So what we are seeing, number one, is that Pakistan has clearly escalated the situation, and now, as you said, in the Indian armed forces will be left with no choice but to respond with a far greater force. And now, of course, India has been clearly saying in the last 24 to 36 hours that it was a precision strike that they carried out on the 9 terror locations, killing 100 terrorists. But it was in response to the original escalation that Pakistan did in Pahalgam on the 22nd of April, when 26 unarmed civilian tourists were gunned down based on their religious beliefs. So they singled out. And now, after that, they tried to attack 15 of our cities and military targets. They could not succeed yesterday. And today, when the Indians responded and breached their air defense system, targeted in the heart of Pakistan, Lahore, Rawalpindi, Karachi, and destroyed their air defense system, they have got desperate because the people are getting furious. The Pakistan, there is total panic in the country, and the desperate army has to do something, and therefore they have decided to escalate the situation by targeting civilian areas and by targeting the Jammu airstrip and so on. But they have been facing severe reverses already, but we'll have to wait and watch.
And it's not just Jammu, Wasbir. Reports are coming in that Pakistan is attempting to target even Jaisalmer, both Rajasthan and Jammu, and the next to be Punjab. All along the border, all along the Pakistan border, it seems a simultaneous attack by Pakistan. In Jammu, as per reports coming in, the Arnia military base seems to be under attack. Of course, the air defense system is doing its job, but it's a multi-pronged attack by Pakistan, not just the Jammu sector, it's Rajasthan and reports yet to come in from Punjab, but definitely Punjab the Punjab border will also be on high alert. Jaisalmer, yes, Pakistan is attempting to target Jaisalmer, also the entire border, the Rajasthan stretch. Wasbir.
Absolutely. That is not surprising. I'm not surprised at the fact that Pakistan has decided to come up with a multi-pronged attack, whether it is Jammu, whether it is Rajasthan, Jaisalmer, and next they could even look at Punjab. But I'm not surprised at that because all along the LOC, our forces are on high alert. The air defense systems have been activated. Fighter jets have been scrambled on the Indian side. So this was expected.
Wasbir, breaking coming in, unconfirmed reports, but breaking coming in, India has shot down an Pak F-16 jet. Not confirmed yet, but there are reports coming in that India has just shot down a Pak F-16 jet. Yet to get any confirmation on this, but yes, if this is true, this is big. This will be the biggest escalation in the last 48 hours if this is true. So this is the news, breaking news coming in at this point in time, waiting for official confirmation that Pak fighter jet F-16 has been shot down by India across the LOC in Jammu, along the LOC in Jammu rather. We are not sure about the location, but that's what the reports are saying. We are waiting for confirmation, but if this is true, then this will be big, but we have to wait for confirmation. Many of these reports have been doing rounds since the past 24 hours, so we have to tread carefully.
No, but Navarone, we are getting multiple reports that the Indian forces have shot down an Pakistani F-16 fighter jet. There are multiple reports regarding that Indians have shot down an F-16 fighter jet. Now, Indian jets have tackled Pakistan over Jammu. Indian jets are out on the skies of Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan, meanwhile, as you said, is trying to target Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. And also they're trying to target the Arnia military base in Jammu and Kashmir. They also try to target that. But India in total control as Pak decides to escalate the situation. Now, Pakistan's air defense system has been smashed, and therefore the question is, can Pakistan really, go ahead with its ambitious or misadventures, which is air defense system completely shattered? That is the big question. Now, India has given a big blow to Pakistan's air defense system, and now the question arises how long and whether Pakistan can carry on with their misadventures for a long time, because they have been able to send their projectiles and missiles inside Indian territory, but they have been intercepted and destroyed mid-air by the Indian S-400 and other anti-missile equipment, anti-missile systems. Now, this is a massive escalation by Pakistan.
More breaking news now. Breaking news coming in that India has shot down not one but 3 Pakistan fighter jets. This is the report coming in, the latest, again not confirmed, but this seems to be getting really big. Wasbir.
Absolutely. I'm not surprised that these reports that India has shot down not one but 3 F-16 fighter jets, because India has the capability. As I have been saying,
two JF-17s, 1 F-16. That's what the reports are saying. Two JF-17s and 1 F-16.
Absolutely. 3 fighter planes. 2 JF-17s and 1 F-16. 2 JF-17s and 1 F-16. This is the big news. India shot down 3 Pakistani fighter jets, 1 F-16 and 2 JF-17 aircraft shot down by Indian Air Force, Indian forces. Now, this is a big story. And Pakistan's attack has also been foiled in Udhampur. We are getting this report. What we are expecting the Pakistan to come up with knee-jerk reactions. They have decided to attack multiple fronts, and they were thinking that the Indians will not be prepared for a multi-pronged attack, but they should be knowing well that India has been able to successfully breach the Pakistani air defense systems whether they have not been able to really breach the Indian air defense system. As I was saying this evening, the Pakistani air defense system is generally a Chinese provided system, whereas the Indians have a solid multi-layered air defense architecture that is with the technology being supplied by the Russia, Israel, and of course a lot of indigenous inputs into the air defense technology. Navarun.
Absolutely, but Wasbir, what is perplexing is that what is the idea behind the Pakistan's action? Of course, it's a knee-jerk reaction, but as you rightly mentioned, India breached 6 locations. The Pakistan's air defense system breached in as many as 6 to 7 locations just within the last 12 hours. Before that, even the previous night, India once again completely caught the Pakistani air defense system by surprise. So, 2 days in a row, the Pakistani air defense system and the entire security establishment has been exposed. India has shown that it can strike at will at any corner of Pakistan, from Lahore to Karachi to Rawalpindi and probably even Islamabad. So what is Pakistan's problem? What is Pakistan thinking when it escalates the situation once again, when it strikes India once again? Because India will be forced to retaliate. India has made it clear that if it is attacked, it will be again and again forced to retaliate. So it's a very confusing situation. What is Pakistan trying to do here? Or does it think that India probably wouldn't cross a certain line by being... Yeah.
Number one, I will not be surprised if the Indian fighter jets now cross over the LOC and bomb targets in Pakistan to neutralize this kind of a launch of multiple missiles and drones to Indian territory. So, Indian Air Force, there are reports, multiple reports I am getting right now that Indian Air Force has scrambled these fighter jets over Jammu and Kashmir, over Rajasthan and so on. And therefore, they have already brought down 2 JF-17s and 1 F-16. That's what the reports are saying. We will soon get a confirmation to this, but take it from me that these are almost confirmed reports that India has been able to bring down 3 Pakistani jets, 1 F-16 and 2 JF-17.
Absolutely. In fact, reports are coming in. We have to quickly check. Reports are coming in that Pakistan has admitted that 2 JF-17s have been brought down by India. We are looking for the confirmation. It seems Pakistan has admitted that 2 JF-17s have been indeed brought down by India. In the meantime, Pakistan is trying to target the Jaisalmer Air Force Station.
Yes, Pakistan is doing all of these things. You see, Nabaron, you asked me this question, why is Pakistan behaving in this manner? Because Pakistan is facing a rebellion. In the last 48 hours, since Operation Sindoor, there is a revolt in Pakistan. There is a clear-cut revolt in Pakistan. The common people are absolutely angry at their security and the political leadership. They are asking whether our forces were sleeping. That is the big question that the Pakistani masses are asking, that how could India target and go inside Pakistan? India has always been saying that Zarurat parega to ghoos ke marunga. So they have entered in Pakistani territory and have been able to attack, unleash their missiles and bombs inside Pakistan, bringing down their air defense system. So the people of Pakistan are angry. The political leadership, their survival depends on some kind of a retaliation against India. The political leadership is absolutely jittery. Sabaz Sharif, the Prime Minister, is at the mercy of the Pakistani army. So it is a different ball game. The Pakistani army does not have to listen to Sabaz Sharif. It is Sabaz Sharif, the Prime Minister and his team, who has to listen to the army. That is the situation in Pakistan. That is Pakistan's character. Therefore, the Pakistani army also has to demonstrate some kind of its effectiveness to stay relevant and maintain its superiority in the Pakistani social hierarchy.
Absolutely, and it seems the F-16 has been downed not in Jammu but in Rajasthan. That's what the reports are suggesting now. India brings down Pak fighter jets, and the F-16 may have been brought down in Rajasthan. Of course, Pakistan, of course, is trying to target the Jaisalmer Air Force Station, which is also under attack. So yes, a dogfight going on there, and it seems the F-16 jet, the prized F-16 jet of Pakistan has been actually brought down, not in Jammu, but in Rajasthan. Again, we'll have to wait for the confirmation, but this is the biggest escalation in the last 10 days. Should we be worried about a full-blown war now, Wasbir?
I would not hazard a guess whether it is going to be a full-blown war, but basically it's what we are seeing right now, even as we speak. Number one is a dogfight. Is a dogfight in the air. It's a dogfight going on there in the skies, actually between India and Pakistan, with Pakistan already facing severe reverses. In the last 2 to 3 hours, Pakistan has suffered yet another reverse. This is the third major blow, I would say, that Pakistan has received in the last 48 hours. Third major blow. The first was when the 9 terror bases were hit. The terrorists were killed. Top terrorist leader, a mastermind of a hijacking of IC-814 was killed. That was the first blow. The second blow was when India breached the Pakistani air defense system and successfully neutralized and destroyed their major air defense systems in places like Lahore, which is in the heart of Pakistan. And the third major reverse that Pakistan is facing right now, in the last 2 to 3 hours, when Indian anti-missile systems, air defense systems have been able to neutralize a lot of the incoming projectiles and missiles and drones from Pakistan, besides the Indian Air Force shooting down 3 of Pakistani fighter jets, 1 F-16 and 2 JF-17 over the Indian skies. That is what we are getting to know.
Yes, it's everywhere now. India downs 2 Pakistani J-17 fighter jets, 1 F-16. This is massive, and we can expect it to be a night of intense activity, isn't it, Wasbir, along the borders?
Yes, it's a big night. It's going to be a night of firefight in the skies. It's already going on, as I said, dogfight going on the Indian skies with Pakistan firing missiles and projectiles and sending in drones. Now, Pakistan, number one, has admitted that India has downed 2 JF-17 aircraft. 2 Pakistani JF-17 fighter jets have been downed by the Indians. That is what Pakistan has admitted. Now, if Pakistan has admitted to the gunning down or bringing down of 2 jets, so Pakistan may not have admitted the gunning down or bringing down of several other jets and several other military hardware. That the Pakistan has definitely decided to admit, because they must have been shot down well inside Indian territory, and therefore the Indians are going to come up with proof sooner than later, and that is the reason why Pakistan has been forced to admit that 2 of their fighter jets have been brought down by the Indian Air Force and the Indian Armed Forces. So it's a big escalation by Pakistan. Indian response is going to be equally tough, if not more, and I'm sure the Indian jets is now going to trespass the line of control and even grabbing inside Pakistan to contain them from sending in more such missiles and projectiles to the Indian side. There's complete blackout in places like Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, or several other parts of Rajasthan, apart from, of course, large parts of Jammu. Total blackout, sirens blaring, and on the skies, the forces are battling the incoming Pakistani missiles with great success, and on the ground, the Indian forces are giving a solid reply to the Pakistani artillery shelling.
Escalation, as we mentioned, the biggest escalation in the last 2 days. 3 Pakistani jets have reportedly been shot down. We have to wait for further action. Of course, there can be more attacks, and as mentioned, we won't be surprised if Indian jets today decide to go across the LOC and carry out the strikes. But again, we'll have to wait and see, because India has always maintained that all its attack will be an act of retaliation, an act of self-defense, and it will be an act to preempt further strikes. So if you need to preempt further strikes, probably under the current circumstances, if to cross over the LOC and strike some locations there to preempt and prevent further strikes. Wasbir.
Yes, that is a scenario which is most likely now, because India has to nip in bud the force from where the Pakistan is firing all of these missiles and projectiles to the Indian side. Now, we are getting report that Srinagar airport has been put on high alert. The Srinagar airport has been put on high alert, and the air defense systems in Srinagar has been activated. So these are natural responses. These are only expected. Now, in fact, the air defense systems along the whole of the LOC, along the entire border with Pakistan, has been activated and put on high alert. On the ground, the artillery firing from the Pakistan side is continuing. They are targeting newer areas. In fact, there is firing on large parts along the line of actual control, and the Indian Indian side is also giving out proportionate firing. So this is the situation as of now. 3 Pakistani fighter jets have been brought down by Indian forces in the last few hours. Pakistan has admitted the bringing down of 2 of its JF-17 aircraft. Pakistan has admitted that, and Pakistan is also targeting Jaisalmer, and there is a blackout kind of a situation in large parts along the LOC, and already the Indian authorities have evacuated a lot of the civilian population in Jammu and Kashmir
And
to separate places.
there's a big intel warning, there's a big intelligence warning on a massive attack. Pakistan trying a massive attack on Srinagar airport, on the infrastructure there. There is the idea. Of course, the airport is already closed. Operations are suspended since yesterday. But there's an intel alert on Pakistan trying to go for a massive attack on the Srinagar airport. Hence, it is on high alert. So, hence, the action will be there around the area. Jammu, Kashmir, that area, of course. Everyone on high alert. The air defense systems and the jets scrambled.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am not surprised at all. I am not surprised at all by 2 things. I am not surprised by the Pakistani actions. They were getting absolutely desperate, and we knew that they will definitely try to strike at wherever they can. But they have not succeeded. And as I said, this is the 3rd major blow faced by Pakistan in the last 48 hours. One was the attack on the terror camps. The 2 was the complete the neutralization of the air defense system, and now 3 of the fighter jets down, and several of their missiles and projectiles brought down in midair by Indian air defense systems.
Wasbir, it's an irony of sorts. It's an irony of sorts that only yesterday Pakistan was claiming that it has downed as many as 5 Indian jets when a foreign news channel asked for proof. The defense minister says, well, it's there on social media. And just hours later, we have as many as 3 Pakistani fighter jets actually downed, shot down by India.
Absolutely great irony. It was a ridiculous statement by the Pak minister that his statement to the international media was based on social media reports. And in this kind of day and age, you and I know what kind of social media fake news is going on. And that, in fact, even yesterday, they said that they have attacked an army base in Amritsar, which was found out to be fake news. The PIB fact check. So simple fact checks can bring out the truth in this day and age, and therefore it was ridiculous for a Pakistani minister to tell before the international community that his inputs about shooting down 5 Indian jets were based on social media reports. That's an utter lie, and it has been a deliberate misinformation campaign launched at various levels by the Pakistanis.
All right, Wasbir, it's confirmed now. It's confirmed now, officially confirmed that India has shot down 2 JF-17s fighter jets, Pakistan, and there's official confirmation. We'll soon try to put it up. Pakistan Army has put up an official confirmation that 2 JF-17s have been shot down by India. So this is big, massive blow to Pakistan. We are still waiting for the official confirmation on the F-16 that has been down. But yes, 2 JF-17s down. Pakistan has admitted massive, massive blow.
Yes, the Pakistani admission is expected because they know that India will bring out the proof before the world, before the international community. They have shot down 2 Pakistani, including Pakistani fighter jets. So, therefore, they have decided to admit that 2 of the JF-17 fighter jets have been brought down by India. So they should also admit how many of the missiles have failed to hit the targets. That is something which they also need to know, because India unleashed 24 missiles and during the attack on the terror targets as part of Operation Sindoor, and all of these 24 had hit the target. Therefore, Pakistan has to now come up and have the guts to come and say how many of their missiles and projectiles hit the intended targets in India.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's getting more intense. The conflict is getting more intense now. India had warned Pakistan that it does not want any further escalation. It was ready to put things there, to forget things after Operation Sindoor was launched. But as you have it, Pakistan, we have seen it all along, right since 1965, 71, 99, 2014, 2019. We know Pakistan never learns its lessons, and here we have it again, more escalation which was not required, could have been resolved, but well, Pakistan asked for trouble, trouble has been delivered. India has maintained that it reserves the right to self-defense and retaliation, and this is exactly what has happened. 2 Pakistani fighter jets down, that is confirmed, that has been admitted by Pakistan itself. A third, the prized F-16, American F-16 also downed. So this is a big setback, and Pakistan now would have to rethink its strategy. How far should it go? Because India, this is not the India of 2006 or 2007. This is the India post 2014. This is the India of the Modi government, and it knows, as you said earlier, Wasbir, ghus ke marenge. It has proved it time and again.
Absolutely, Nabarun. That is what is it's a different India now. It's not the India of the 1962 war or even that, but it's the India of 2025. We are the 4th largest army in the world. Not just that, it's not just the standing army I'm talking about. We are also talking about the upgraded military hardware that India has, the electronic weapon system that India has acquired, the collaborations that India has been making with the global community, with some of its closest allies,
we have
and defense manufacturing and so on and so forth.
We have a big breaking news coming in. The IPL match in Dharmshala has been called off. Fans have been asked to leave the venue. Complete blackout. Stadium lights have gone off. Dramatic. That is dramatic. We'll try to get some of those visuals, but this is the breaking news coming in. The IPL match in Dharmshala, of course, Himachal Pradesh, Dharmshala has been called off. Fans have been asked to leave the venue. Stadium lights have been put off, and it's complete blackout in the area. So it's intense drama.
Absolutely. Considering the situation that Pakistan is engaged in a reckless escalation, that was a decision that was expected when there is an IPL match. As you know, there are thousands of spectators who would have gathered to watch the match. No problem.
Absolutely. So these are developments coming in thick and fast. Of course, we are keeping a close eyes on all the actions. 8 missiles from Pakistan have been intercepted and shot down, and bigger than that is that as many as 3 Pakistani fighter jets have been shot down. We have the reaction from Pakistan on the admission on the fighter jets part. Let's listen to it quickly.
Thank you for being with us today. Following the developments of Operation Sindoor, we find it important to offer transparency and reaffirm our enduring commitment to regional stability. The operation saw intense engagement along the Eastern Corridor. We regret to confirm that 2 JF-17 aircraft were lost during active duty. ये नुकसान हमारे लिए सिर्फ नंबर्स नहीं, एक जज्बाती धक्का है. We also suffered damage to civilian infrastructure and casualties among our brave service members. शहीदों के घर वालों के लिए हमारी दुआएं हैं. Their sacrifice will always be honored. In the Pahalgam axis, significant tactical shifts were observed. The situation is still developing, and we are monitoring it closely.
Right, official confirmation there. So it is official now, and this is big now. This is massive. We just hope that this does not develop into a full-blown war between the two neighbors. Doesn't do any good. But yes, if Pakistan keeps on escalating things, India will be left with no other option but to intensify. Day one when Operation Sindoor was launched, India did not enter Pakistani airspace. The attacks were precise, carried out with precision only on terror camps, terror targets. The targets were the Lashkar, headquarters of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Hizbul Mujahideen. Around 9 sites were targeted. Civilians were not targeted. Any army installations were not targeted. A day later, again, now Pakistan decides to try and target as many as 15 Indian cities. That's when India targeted its air defense system for the first time. Now there's a breaking news coming in. All Indian bases have been secured in Jammu. All assets of Indian Air Force secured in Jammu. Pakistani attack in Jammu has been foiled. This is the big breaking news that is coming in at this point in time.
Well, this is big news. This is big news. Number one, you have broken the story. This is big news. India has been able to foil the attack in Jammu, and India has been able to secure all its military and other infrastructure in Jammu. That is the big development. That is the big development. And now we'll have to wait and watch what kind of a response India unleashes on Pakistan. Now, 2 of their fighter jets have been down. That has come as a confirmation by the Pakistani military official. He has confirmed. And I don't know who has targeted you. What was the audience he was addressing? There was a huge kind of a meeting. Was he addressing the Pakistani in a meeting that 2 of their fighter jets were down? He has confirmed. But anyway, he has confirmed. That's good that he has confirmed that 2 of their fighter jets have been down. But now we have to wait and watch how India responds. And already fighter jets have been scrambled, whether it is in Jammu, whether it is in Rajasthan. There is a complete blackout kind of a situation throughout any possible giveaway of locations. The IPL match at Dharmshala has been called off. Fans have been asked to go to their homes. And Indian air defense systems activated in multiple places, and there has been artillery gunfire that escalated by Pakistan, and India is giving a befitting reply on that artillery gunfire as well. And we have to wait and watch how things unfold in the hours ahead.